Hello, hello, this is Cara, and I'm excited to share 3 new kits with you. I hope you stick with me through this video. These kits are a bit different than anything I've done, and I think they need a little explanation. So I hope you stick with me through the video so you kind of understand the kits. Okay, they are, I'm calling them floral overlay kits. I have one in black and white, one in sepia, and then I have a watercolor background kit. And they are all available right now in my shop, and they are on sale. Okay, so let's start with the first kit, which is the black and white floral overlay kit. It's a mouthful. There are 16 pages. There are background pages like this one with flowers and dragonflies. There's this one with the big florals. This one with more butterflies and dragonfly. And then this one is a background sheet. It's a muted, so it's more coming out as a gray tone. Could be used as a, background sheet, back of masterboard. Same with this one. And it goes any which way. And then it's kind of out of order, but here are the black and white ephemera pieces. Black and white fussy cuts, dragonflies, ladybugs, floral bouquets, and then we have journaling cards and pockets. A butterfly background. I just love this one. And then we have more journal pages. This one within the corners. And then we have this one. Then we have some tags. Taller, skinnier tags with some blank labels for journaling. And then we have this one, wider tags, and then some labels with some words, and then some blank ones. And then there's a couple more journaling pages. That one and that one with lots of butterflies. All right, so that is the black and white, or the floral overlay in black and white. All right, so now let's check out the sepia version. This one's out of order too. We're starting with the fussy cuts. So you'll notice this one has brown tones or sepia tones. Same tags and ephemera as the other kit. Everything's the same. It's just in this brown, think of vintage photo kind of look. A little more vintage feel to it. The black and white, I feel like, is a more modern kind of feel. This one has more, vintage antique feel. There's the journaling cards, pockets. Background pages and tags. All right, both again have 16 pages, one in the black and white and one in the sepia tone. So let me show you the same page next to each other and kind of compare a little bit easier, I think. All right. That shows up very well on camera. But you have your black and white and your sepia. Okay, so then, dropping things. I have 7 pages of watercolor background pages. Now these can be used with any of the rainbow kits, any of the rainbow ephemera kits, the gratitude tag kit, the Gratitude Butterfly Journal Kit. These colors would go perfectly with those. So if you have those, haven't printed them out, these would match that kit, or all of those kits. So we have this one in pink. It's kind of showing up really light on camera, but it's pink. And then we have a tealy blue, a lavender purpley color. And it has the mixed media done for you. There's the watercolor and the splatters. Here's the yellow version, orange, and lime. And then I did one in a tan color to kind of represent coffee dyed paper. Okay, do you see where I'm going yet? All right, so what you can do is you can take these, I'm trying to find my page that I printed to show you. You can take one of the pages, so let's say the lavender page, print it out, then take whatever of the black and white or sepia journal kit and then print the flowers on top. So then you have all kinds of options, right? You can print it on scrapbook paper that's cut down to size. You could cut or print it on coffee dyed paper, mixed media backgrounds that you create, watercolor patterns that you create, jelly print papers, all kinds of things. You can then print this design on top of what you have. So there's this one that I used this page and printed on top. And then here's an example of coffee dyed paper. So this is coffee dyed. It went through the printer. It kind of got stuck a little bit at the end, but overall I think it did a great job. You want to make sure if you're doing this that your coffee dyed papers are flat. And I think if I would have had a couple more pages to kind of tucked in, it would have helped guide this one. Here is the coffee dyed one from the new printable digital. Oh yeah, and here I did it in sepia and in the black and white to kind of show you what it looks like. Here I took another background from a kit that I haven't released yet and printed on there, so it's like a ledger watercolor effect. Here is from the Gratitude Journal Kit, and so I printed that background and then these flowers on top for a fun layered effect. And then on my laser printer I printed it out, and when you print on a laser, your page is now waterproof. So what I did over here is I took some watercolors and I colored these flowers. And then on this part, I have some watercolor pencils and I colored these. Maybe you don't have watercolor pencils, but maybe you have colored pencils. Now what you want to think of, excuse me, is when you're watercoloring, it's going to probably go through unless you cut a watercolor paper to size. So what I was thinking is if I didn't like this, I could of course cover it with another piece of paper, or I could come in and do the thing where you back it with another sheet, or I could cut this out and then this could become a pocket, right? And then here it is, printed on my laser with the watercolors and then also the colored pencil. Pretty fun. So there's all kinds of things you can do. Print on your laser and watercolor. You can make a watercolor page and then run that through your printer. You can use all kinds of backgrounds that you already have and then print this to make a whole new feel and look to digitals. Here, I took the tags and I printed it on the lime watercolor paper, and then I printed it in the sepia tone on top, and then I did my stitching, you know, the stuff that I like to do. I backed it with some real coffee dyed paper, And there we go. Aren't those tags really fun? And that's the sepia tone. And then I took the journal cards, and this time I printed it out on the teal color, backed it with some coffee dyed paper, and went around the edges with some hickory smoke oxide ink. And I inked up some white paper, and that's hickory smoke oxide, and then I stamped some text over it. Did some stitching around, and now I have really cute journaling cards. And again, I could go in and I could color these if I wanted, or I could leave them so it's more of a monochromatic kind of look. All right, I will be in the next few videos, when I'm using this kit, I'm going to try out different things. Like I'm going to make some of my own backgrounds, probably using Distress Oxide sprays and watercolors and maybe even some of the jelly prints I've done. And I'll print them and make some projects with them so you can kind of see what the different options and possibilities are. All right, like I said, all three of these kits are now available in my shop. I hope you go take a look, and I think it just opens all sorts of fun, creative possibilities. All right, let me know what you think in the comments, and I hope you have a wonderfully crafty day. All right, bye-bye.